Matt, your M4 podcast, Monday morning minutes with Matt. So happy to be with you this morning, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or wherever else you're viewing this. I appreciate you tuning in. I think that this morning, as you can see, the topic is pretty simple. Well, pretty simple yet somewhat complex. Live forward, not backward. You can't live backward. You got to live forward, and you can't stay stagnant because you'll drift backward. You got to live forward. You know, a lot of people get so stuck living in the past and what happened to them, and they talk about it and they mill over it and they cry about it and they get stuck in it to where they're living in the past, living backward, not living forward. You can't live in the rearview mirror. If you were to try to drive your car, look in the rearview mirror, it wouldn't take you very long before you'd crash. The same is true in life. You've got to live looking out the windshield, looking forward, not backward. You know, one of the things that I write in a book right now. It's called The Short Little Book for a Long Big Life. And one of the things I was writing one day in my book, and all of a sudden just a thought that popped out of my mind was, accept your imperfect past, live in your priceless present, and embrace the promise of your future. I'll say it again. Accept your imperfect past, live in your priceless present, and embrace the promise of your future. Live forward. Get excited about tomorrow. Get excited about what's to come, but also capture every moment for today. Because once today's gone, you don't get it again. You've got to live in today. You have to embrace today. And you got to embrace the excitement for tomorrow. But don't get stuck looking in the rearview mirror. Live forward. So I want you to examine your life right now, this week. Right now. Think about that. It's Monday morning. Am I living forward? Or am I living backward? I'm not going to say I've never had moments or periods of time where I've lived in the rearview mirror, lived backward. But for the most part, I've always tried to live my life forward. I don't always like the past, but I got to accept it. It's imperfect. Almost everybody's past is imperfect. And the present is priceless. I get today. I don't get it. I don't get another. There's no more todays. There's today. Because tomorrow's tomorrow, yesterday's yesterday, today's today. I get today. So I got to live in the priceless present, and I got to embrace the promise of the future. Have something to get excited about. Have something to look forward to. Live forward. Live for tomorrow. Live for the future, and get excited and go make something change. If you don't like your past, learn from it. Grow from it. Look at all the good that it gave you, because there it really requires rain in order for things to grow. Sometimes you got to embrace the storm or go through the storm, battle through the storm in order to get the rain for things to grow. So don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck crying about it. Don't get stuck whining about learn from it. Look at it. Look at the things you gain from it, and then live in today's priceless present and embrace the future. Embrace tomorrow. So this week, I want you to apply this in your life. Think about this. Honestly, sit down with yourself and ask yourself, am I really living forward, or am I living backwards? Because if you're stagnant, I promise you, you're drifting backwards. You've got to live forward, live for tomorrow, and go chase down your destiny. We'll talk soon. Have a good week. Monday Morning Minutes with Matt. Again, share it with your friends and family. Post it share it to Facebook, share the YouTube link on text or anywhere else you can share it, and like and subscribe. And let's get this message out there. Let's get all these encouraging messages out there so people can change and be inspired. So we'll talk soon. Have a good week. Monday Morning Minutes with Matt every Monday morning. We'll see you next week. Thanks.